This is the Infinix Hot 5G, one device that has managed to slip under the radar. Even Infinix does not promote it much, no official launch or even announcements here in Nigeria. It just silently entered the market. And it's quite surprising because this is a really solid device, probably the best and most affordable new 5G device money can buy. So this has been with me probably up to a month or even more. That's how long it has actually been in the market. For some reason, Infinix is not promoting this as you would expect for a budget 5G device in a market where there is barely any. Tecno announced a Spark 10 5G, but that didn't seem to reach the market, not even right now. The only other available competitor for the Hot 5G is Samsung's Galaxy A14 5G. And one can make a strong argument for the Hot 5G being a better device. A more recent Dimensity 6020 processor, 8GB of RAM, 128GB of storage, expandable by SD card, and comes with all the accessories. Also, it's IP53 rated for dust and splash resistance. It also gets stereo speakers. Now, this could actually pass for an Infinix Note device. It gets NFC too. For a device priced just around $150, that's a steal if you ask me. In Nigeria, it costs about 130k. Funny enough, it's now very scarce, so it might be actually hard to get hands on one. Now, with that said, specs don't really tell the whole story. It's a question of if the Infinix Hot 5G is a good enough device to fulfill your smartphone needs. As far as build quality goes, the Hot 5G is a solid one. It stands just above the regular Hot Series, offering a similar build quality, but then with proper IP53 certification for dust and splash resistance. It has plastic on the rear with a nice matte textured finish, which does well to repel smudges. Now, this is the Aurora blue color option. Not sure what other color options there are. Like I said, it's actually scarce in the market. But from the back design, you can notice that it's not quite like the rest of the Hot series, which had no camera bump, just individual camera rings. This one has a noticeable bump, also has dual camera rings. I believe this is the first device from the Hot series to feature 5G connectivity. I've tried it with both MTN and Airtel's 5G and they work well. The Hot 5G gets a side-mounted fingerprint scanner for security, which works well to unlock the device. All its ports and buttons are in their expected position, nothing new. Now, the Dimensity 6020 powering this guy is one I'll place above the Dimensity 700, which is a popular choice for budget 5G phones. It is also a more recent one too. You can actually call it an upgrade to the Dimensity 700. That is to say, you can expect better performance from this device than say a Galaxy A14 5G or A13 5G. Now, it will handle most of what you throw at it, as long as you keep your expectations at budget and not mid-range or higher. It is a budget device after all, but it performs better than your average budget smartphone. For gaming, I tried just Call of Duty Mobile and it was able to run at medium graphics and high frame rate. That's the graphics setting available. I didn't experience any abnormal heating issues during gameplay. It performs good enough for a device at its price point. This also comes with 120Hz high refresh rate display, and I have to say I found it to operate quite smooth for a budget device. Now, speaking of the display, which is 120Hz as I already mentioned, the Infinix Hot 5G comes with a 1080p LCD display. It is 6.7 inches tall. Infinix calls it Hypervision display, probably to hint that it is not your average LCD display, but it's still pretty much an LCD display, although I admit it looks quite contrasty, if that's actually the right word. On the software side of things, we get XOS 13.1 on Android 13. Typical XOS with all its bloatware apps and ads, still annoying, and you need to disable and block some, after which you can get a cleaner experience. Thankfully, they are restricted to the pre-installed apps, so you can uninstall them or disable the ones that don't give you the option, or at the very least block notification access and you are good to go. XOS still needs cleanup, especially at this price point, and we'll continue to say it until Infinix listens. The Hot 5G gets a massive 6000 mAh battery, and that translates to solid battery life. Now, I think 6000 mAh was necessary, especially because of 5G, as that can drain your battery pretty fast. It sadly does not come with a fast charger. Actually, it does come with a fast charger, just not fast enough by today's standards. It's an 18 watts charger, and that can take some time to fully charge a 6000 mAh battery. But at the same time, 18 watts is safe. In the camera department, there's really only one proper camera on the rear, and that's its 50 megapixel main camera. The other one is an AI lens. The selfie camera is 8 megapixels. Its cameras I actually find impressive. I'd say it exceeded my expectations, mostly because I actually didn't expect much, but photos taken on its rear cameras look good under the right lighting conditions. HDR is impressive and colors look good overall. The selfie camera is not as sharp as I would have preferred, but it does good for an 8MP shooter. The Hot 35G can shoot videos at 2K 30fps from both selfie and rear cameras. You also get a 1080p 60 option from the rear. There is no stabilization. Okay, so this is the Infinix Hot 35G filming the selfie, shooting from the selfie camera, currently filming at 2K 30fps. You get the option of 1080p, I think 30fps. From the rear camera, you get 1080p 30, 1080p 60, and 2K 30. So yeah, what do you think about the video quality? Looking good. Look at the sky, not much on HDR, but as expected for this price point. Can you even hear me clearly? How's the mic? The Hot 35G is a device from Infinix I'll pick as a first choice when recommending budget 5G devices, at least for this region. The Galaxy A14 5G is a good alternative, but it comes with 4GB of RAM, does not pack as much in terms of specs, though it's a Samsung and offers better software, also guaranteed software updates. So there's that. Now the only challenge I see with the Infinix Hot 35G right now is availability. But if you can get your hands on one, it's a solid deal. Now you can check out my review of the Infinix Hot 30 Play this way, and if you would like to check out the Galaxy A14, check here. I'm easy, and that's all from me. Peace.